developer.
An archaeologist says New Zealand risks losing its paddock next to Stonehenge if an Auckland housing development goes ahead. Fletcher Building plans to build 480 homes in a designated 32-hectare special housing area next to Mangari's Otuatoa Stonefields Reserve. About 300 people joined hands near the site yesterday, and the latest in a series of protests against the planned development. Archaeologist Dave Vert says the site is culturally important for local Māori and historically significant to humanity.
And tell the story of the first arrival of humans on the last piece of the planet explored by humans. It'd be really, really sad to see it vanish under the bulldozers.
Fletcher has proposed protecting known caves and keeping the neighbouring reserve as an open space. An orca at the centre of a late-night recovery effort has died. The female whale became stranded on South Taranaki's Patia Beach about 8 last night. The Department of Conservation says she's since died. That's news with business confidence made possible by QBE Insurance.
News Talk CB Sport, good morning. The All Blacks Sevens side leads Samoa 10-0 into the second half in their quarter-final at the Vancouver Sevens. The winner will take on Australia or Scotland in the semis. World Series leaders Fiji have scraped into the semis. Fiji have scored a last-minute try to level the scores at 26-all against the USA before crossing for the winning try in sudden death extra time. Fiji will face South Africa for a place in the final after the Blitzboks thumped Wales 31-0. From World Cup flops to Six Nations champions, England's won the Six Nations with a game to spare after Scotland's 29-18 win over France at Murrayfield. France needed to win to stand a chance of clinching the championship against England next weekend. Man of the match, Stuart Hogg, says they took their chances.
You don't get many opportunities in international rugby, and I think the times that we've created those opportunities, we've finished them off well. So we've worked hard and trained on that, and it's great to see what coming off in the game.
And the win lifts Scotland to third in the standings. Arsene Wenger denies Arsenal suffering a crisis of confidence despite the club equalling its worst home losing run during his reign. The Gunners have lost 2-1 to Watford, their third straight defeat at the Emirates to be bundled out of the FA Cup. Wenger says confidence isn't an issue.
We play against good teams, and the recent results were 2-2 at Tottenham with 10 men and 4-0 win at Hull, so I don't see why we should have no confidence.
Watford's joined Crystal Palace and Everton in the semis. Manchester United and West Ham needing a replay to separate them after their quarter-final finished 1-1 at Old Trafford. And Leicester City's Premier League lead has been cut to 2 points. Tottenham beating bottom of the table Aston Villa 2-0. Finally, Bangladesh has claimed the final spot in the Super 10 group stage of the 2020 World Cup in India. The Tigers have thrashed Oman by 54 runs in a rain-reduced match. Bangladesh will now face the Black Caps, Pakistan, India and Australia in Group 2. I'm Matt Brown, that's News Talk ZB News and Sport to 8:05. Great conversations start here. Mike Hosking is next.
30 million to prop up a smelter and 12 million to a Saudi farmer, then we should support our sheep and dairy farmers. Kevin, BS, not to mention the bloody flag. See, not to mention means you shouldn't mention it, but you have, followed by 3 exclamation marks. Do you know in Britain they have said that the exclamation mark, they're wanting to get it out of schools altogether because it is the most overused symbol in the English language.
So it has no use.
So it has no use. That's right. You overuse it, it has no use. Exactly right. God, you're clever. Paul, have farmers spent their big profits of the last 10 years? If they do not save for a rainy day, then who is dumb? And there are many farmers, dairy farmers, that make huge profits. And that is why when I talk to experts, I usually use the line, is this a matter of natural selection? And to a degree it is natural selection. There'll be people who are only in there for the good times and weren't good enough operators and can't weather the bad times, but these are very, very bad times, and we cut our nose off to spite our